Hey guys. Hey Janet. Hey Aaron. Will either one of you please comment and let me know if you can hear and see me okay? Every week I have to move my computer. I think I have it where I want it and then I find out no I don't. I think. Hey Jessica. Hey Patricia. Thanks Jessica for letting me know. Okay, I'm going to let a few more people jump on. Thanks Janet. And then I will jump in. I'm afraid today's card might take a little bit of time. So I don't want to, my nose started itching. I don't want to do a lot of talking, but I have to do some talking. Hey, Mary. Okay, guys. Hey, Peggy. Okay, for those of you that might be new, this is your first time watching. My name is Bobby. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I do these weekly Facebook Lives every Wednesday at 1 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Carol and Kelly just hopped on. Uh-oh. Mary says I'm gone. Can everybody else still see me? I don't know what happened because I didn't have anything happen on my end. Thank you everybody for sharing. Sharing is caring. You guys really don't know how much that helps me. So if you leave a comment on the video or the replay or share it, that is how you are entered into my prize patrol. Hey Nancy. Okay guys. Okay. Mary, I'm not sure what's going on because I didn't have anything on my end. Hopefully I'm still live and everybody can still hear and see me. Okay, Jessica said I'm still good on her end. Good, 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 good. Okay, thanks, guys. Yes, Nancy said I'm still here. Okay, thank goodness. These technical things these days, you never know. But comment on the video, share the video, even if it's the replay, and that will enter you into my prize patrol for next week's drawing. Even if it's the replay, if you comment and share the video, you will be entered, okay? So I'm going to hop right in. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I write notes so I don't forget things. And I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything. Let me get my phone out of my way. So I'm going to just go ahead and hop over and show you. Last week's winner was Brianna Bergen, and I haven't seen her popped on here yet. Hey, Julie. Thanks for sharing, Julie. Oh, what I was going to say, guys, is if you share and comment, that gives you 2 entries into the prize patrol. So if you only do one, you're going to have 1 entry. If you do both, you're going to have 2. If you comment more than once, you're going to have those entries too. So I don't sort them out that way. I just use a random comment picker and it chooses who wins. But she won the pretty parasol and one of my make and takes. I can't remember what month this was for. This was my free make and takes that I do every month. So Brianna, if you would just, I know that I probably have your information, but if you would not mind, you can private message me on here, your address, or you can go to my blog and there's a prize claim form. You can fill that out there as well. Hey, Mary. And then the prize patrol for next week. I cannot remember the lady's name, but I even tagged her in this, and she must not have has been on Facebook for a while because she never claimed her prize. So I'm putting it back up on the block. It's Way to Goat. And you guys, I was on Pinterest the other day, and that card, the Fun Fold card that I made with this, that I think it said that one, or no, maybe it was a different one, was my highest pin and had been shared more than any of the other ones. So I love the stamp set. I actually made my supervisor's my supervisor's birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and I made him that Fun Fold card. It's on my YouTube channel if you guys are interested, but he loved it. And then this is another make and take packet. So that's going to be next week's prize patrol, you guys. And then I also want to see if anybody knows Darcy Dutton. She won last week and she's not claimed hers. So she won the Framed for You in one of my bingo make and takes that I did a couple of weeks ago. And if she doesn't claim hers, then that's going to go back up on the auction block as well. And while I have my camera pointed there so I don't have to keep moving, Janet, I know you're on here. I seen you last week. I had this lane in front of me and was going to share it. And as soon as I ended the video and looked over and saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to share this. But Janet is a local lady, and she made me this beautiful card, and I wanted to share it last week. I so appreciate when you guys send me this stuff. Hey, Jill, it just, every time I open it, it just warms my heart and makes me feel so blessed. And I know that somebody was thinking of me and they made it out of love. And it just makes me so happy, you guys. So I appreciate that. Okay. And then I'm just going to hop right in. We'll just get these things. I have two huge announcements I want to share with you guys today that I am just, oh, I tell you guys, I am blessed. I am blessed. I have not stopped smiling all day and thanking God. Those two things have been on replay all morning long is my smile. I told my husband I can't stop smiling and I can't stop thanking God because I am blessed. I'm blessed for each and every customer, my downline, you guys that join me each week. I'm having a fantastic week and I'll share that information in just a minute with you guys. Okay, so my hostess code for August is there on the screen, and I do this every month. If you shop with me, and if you use this hostess code, I will send you my free make and takes. Mary, thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, Linda, thanks for sharing. Thanks you guys so much for all the shares. I just so appreciate that. But I'll explain to you guys really quick that hostess code. When you use that, if you spend $25 in my online store, I send you one free make and take. If you spend $35, I send you two. And if you spend $50, you will earn all three. And this is the cards. I just love them. Fall, I think, is my favorite time of year to design cards, even I think more than Christmas. I just feel like fall, I don't know, I come up with better ideas. I label them for you so that way you will know in the future if you don't get to use them right away what they are and where you got them from. And then when you shop with me, Janet just cashed in one of these. So she tracked her orders here and they have to be $50 before tax and shipping. And when she had this filled in, she was able to fill out down here $40 worth of free Stampin' Up! Products that she earned. So that is, I think, a pretty amazing deal. And that's how I like to pay back my customers for being loyal and shopping with me. And then I'm going to show you really quick another thing. So you guys should be really proud of me this month because I remembered, hey Diane, hey Judy. Okay, Kathy said Kathy, I owe you so much. I'm so sad that you have to get off here and you're gonna miss this. Make sure that you watch this replay, Kathy, because you are a very big part of the smile that's on my face today and one of the reasons why I'm so happy. And I'm gonna tell everybody all about that here in just a minute. But you guys should be very proud of me. I remembered to update this screen here. So this is my monthly kit club. I just had somebody sign up a couple of days ago. It's growing, growing, growing. And I'm so happy about that, you guys. So you pay $35 a month, and that includes your priority shipping. You have to join by the 20th of every month if you want that current month's projects. If you sign up after the 20th, you can sign up anytime, but if you sign up after the 20th, you're going to get the next month's projects. So if you sign up after tomorrow, you will receive what I designed for September. So you only have until tomorrow, you guys. If anybody is wanting the projects for August, tomorrow is the deadline at midnight. And like I just said, you can join and cancel at any time. Every month you receive the make and take packets. And you'll make 8 cards total. It's 2 each of 4 different designs. You don't have to purchase the featured stamp set, but if you do, you'll get a 17% discount on that. And then your kit every month includes $20 worth of Stampin' Up! Product that you use to create the cards. You'll be added to the private Facebook group that is for members only, and that's where I post all the videos and PDFs. And one of the great things I think about this, you guys, is if you sign up today, you're going to go all the way back to January when I first started my club, and you're still going to get all those videos and all those PDFs because I leave them on there for the duration. I'm not deleting them or anything like that. If the stamp set retires or goes away, I probably will. But for the most part, it's for me to share ideas with you guys. So I'm sorry, you guys. I got sidetracked reading comments. Um, now I totally forgot what I was saying. Okay, we'll just move on to the next thing. But that's where I post the videos and PDFs. And let me see. After you've been a member for 6 months, you receive a product bonus of $25. And if you stay active for a year, you're going to receive $50 worth of free product just for being a part of my monthly Kit Club. So here are the 3D items, and I'll show them to you in just a second. And then here are the cards. Okay, you guys, let me see. Somebody said they lost sound. Am I still good? Can you guys still hear me? Because I don't think there should be a reason. Okay, good, Linda. Thank you. Okay, guys, let me hop over and I'll show you my projects for August. So I'm featuring the beautiful stamp set. This is my favorite in the new holiday catalog. I am so hoping this carries over to the annual catalog next year because I love this thing. I can't stop making. I'm using it today, you guys, for today's projects. That's what I'm using it for. So here are the cards. So you receive all the card stock to make. I don't know what I did on the inside of this card. I really don't. But you receive all the card stock to make all 4 of these cards. And I send you enough so you'll make 2 of each different design. And then I also provide the envelopes for that. Those are labeled and packaged just like my make and takes that I just showed you that I give away each week. And then here is one of the 3D items. If you add on the bundle, you will receive the cardstock to make the 3D items. If you don't add on the bundle, you'll still get the videos and the PDFs. You just won't get the cardstock. So I think that is a great thing. A lot of people are adding on the stamp set each month. And that's a great way to grow your stamp stash too. So this holds a little edible coffee treat. And I think I tried it last week on the little Reese's Thins and it held that too. This holds some little Werthers, a little cute little treat box. And I'll send you the little window sheet you're going to need. And then this is a similar box like I made last week on last week's Facebook Live. So if you don't add on the bundle, you're still good. You're going to get the PDFs and the videos. You just won't receive the cardstock. Then I want to talk to you really quick about my retreat. So I'll put the slides up for that. So I'm having a retreat October 17th, and it's all going to be online. You can add on an optional class. There's pillow gifts, candy, and treats, make and take packets, 3D projects. A swag bag is going to be filled with over $30 of product. I'm going to go live on Zoom at noon, 2 and 4, where I will share 3 additional projects. And I'm going to have price patrol for everybody that's registered. Shipping is included in the price. There's going to be a private Facebook group, and that's where I'll post the PDFs and videos and all of that. And then also there is a PDF video online option if you just want, other demonstrators would just want the PDFs and the videos. That is another option. So there's going to be 4 minimum pillow gifts. I think I'm already up to 6. And like I just said, the swag bag that's going to be filled with over $30 of product. You're going to receive candy treats. Let me see. The optional add-on class is the Warm and Toasty, and you'll receive that stamp set. You'll receive the DSP, the Heartwarming Hugs DSP, and then the Mossy Meadow striped ribbon in the add-on class. I did have an early bird registration, you guys, but I decided to just not forego the early bird and just leave it at $110.50. The deadline to sign up for this is going to be September 26th, so I can get everything out in the mail on time. I'm going to send you, I'll post on that private Facebook group, a complete supply list of everything additional that you might need to create the projects. There's going to be a minimum of 8 make and takes, and there's probably going to be more than that, to be honest with you, because once I start, I can't stop. And let me see if there's, I think that's it. You guys, the swag bag that I picked out, I know I keep saying this each week, but you really have to know that swag bag is to die for. I love that swag bag. It is, I showed it to my son over the weekend, Saturday night or Sunday one, and he really liked it. He was like, Mom, I like that bag. I said, I do too. Okay. Let me see if anybody else has anything So tomorrow is the last day. I did make sure I told you guys that for the Kit Club. I showed Janet's card. Now I want to show you this, and I want to tell you my good news. And please, please, please know my heart and know that I'm not trying to brag in any way at all. I just am excited. You guys are my friends. You're here every week, and I want to share this information with you guys. But next week, I would have been going to New Orleans for Leaders Backstage, I think was what it was going to be called. But with COVID, that had to be canceled. So they changed the name to Leaders Summit. And that happens next week, next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's all going to be online. But they sent us all. So if you're Silver, Elite, or above, you get to go to this. And this is kind of like center stage. But I just want to show you guys what a great company that we work for. I got this in the mail last week. And I can't even fit this box, but you guys can read right there what that says. And oh, my, look, let me hold it up this way. Let me switch back to me and just see if you guys can see. I knew I would have a hard time with my camera, but look at this box. Let me move. This box. I can't show you what's inside. I don't want to ruin it for somebody that maybe hasn't received their box yet, but it's amazing. And I was just blown away when I got that in the mail. When people started posting it, everybody, all the demonstrators were going nuts that I never in my life dreamed I'd ever get anything from Tiffany and Company. And I told my husband, I will never throw this box away. I might even ask that it be buried with me because I am just over the moon excited. It came with a white, beautiful little bow wrapped around it. I'm just, as you can see, the words have left me. And then the other thing I want to share with you guys today is today, because of Kathy Brown that was on here earlier, she is my downline. She's on my team. She's a demonstrator. But because of her, I earned my very first bonus from Stampin' Up. And I could not believe my eyes when I seen it. Like, I just could not believe my eyes. I check my reports a couple of times a week. And I know that reports can be hard to understand. I don't fully even understand it because I was shocked when I got on there and saw that I hit the bonus. I just could not believe my eyes. So I wish I could explain to you how it happened, but I'm still trying to figure that all out myself. People have been trying to help me. Be cremated and buried in it, Carol. That's too funny. Thanks, Jill. But her order made her what they call a qualified recruit. And therefore, that gave me my number that I needed for me to start earning bonuses. I have been praying, you guys. You do not know. Like, my fervent prayer every day is for God to bless my Stampin' Up! Business so I can stay home and do this full time. That is my end goal. That's what I want more than anything right now. I mean, other than world peace and hunger and all that stuff to go away. But for me personally, that is what I want so bad. I want to stay home and do this full time. So pray for me, you guys. And I just wanted to share that info with you. I have not stopped smiling, and I have not stopped thanking God for his blessings on my life because I am truly blessed. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut up now. But I am so happy about that. Like, this smile is not going to leave my face anytime soon. I'm just telling you that right now. I checked my reports 2 days ago, probably Monday, I think it was. And I was thinking there was other things that had to happen before I could start earning bonuses. And I just thought it was way out in the distance for me, like something that was just not going to be achievable. And when I woke up today and I see, they call it green pie because there's like a little diagram that shows you where you are, how much you've earned, and things like that. And when I seen that I had green pie, I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay, guys, thank you so much for the hearts and the congratulations, you guys. You just don't know how much you guys mean to me. Okay, let me grab my tray. I will show you. I want to make sure that I'm in what you can see. So like I already told you, I'm using the Love of Leaves, but I'm not using the stamp set. We are actually only going to use the dies today. So let me try to move everything over. I'm going to use some of the Champagne Rhinestones, and then I'm also using some of the brushed metallic cardstock. This is in the new holiday catalog. And then I used some of the adhesive sheets, and I went ahead and cheated, and I went ahead and put mine on. And as you can see, I didn't do a very good job. I didn't get it too straight. I'm going to use the die from the Well Said bundle. This one, I don't know how I missed this in the annual catalog, you guys. I ended up having to pay more for it because I didn't order it when it was bundled. So when Stampin' Up! Products come out in the new annual catalog, if it's bundled and you say if you say receive the 10% discount on buying the bundle, that goes away after a year. So you really need to take advantage of that. But this is an awesome, awesome stamp. So let me see where I'm at on time. I gotta hurry, guys. This card's gonna be a while today. But look at all these, and they're words, so they're sayings. So check that out if you haven't already seen it. If you're like me and it passed you by the first time it was in the annual catalog, you might want to check it out because I love it. So like I just said, I'm using the adhesive sheets. And then I'm going to use some watercolor paper, and I'll break this all down for you guys as I'm doing it. I'm going to use, I think, yeah, the Vegas Gold shimmer paint. For my reinkers, I'm using Old Olive, Crushed Curry, Blackberry Bliss, and Pumpkin Pie. Yes, Pumpkin Pie. And I will tell you guys, so many things can go wrong with today's video because there's a lot. Thanks, Mary. Darcy, you won last week. Darcy's on here. Okay, Darcy Dutton, you won last week's Prize Patrol. Either PM me or go to my blog, bobbystamps.com, and fill out the prize claim form, and I will get that in the mail to you, okay? So I'm using one of our spritzers, and I filled this up about to right here with alcohol, and then I put 2 tiny drops of the Vegas Gold Glimmer paint in there. I'm going to use our aqua painters, and I'm actually, or not aqua painters, water painters. I'm going to use just the big tipped brush today is the only one I'm going to use. Here is the project, and I can never get a good picture, you guys, where you can see the glimmer that is on the leaves from that spray. I mean, it is very pretty in person, but you just cannot pick up that glimmer for some reason. So I'm using the shimmery white cardstock for this layer here, for my background layer. And I just wanted to show you how pretty that watercolor paper turned out on my designed one that I did. I just wanted to keep that and show it to you guys. Let me move this out of the way. So here are all of our dies that we're going to be using to cut these out. I'll move those over to the die cutting machine. This strip of the gold metallic, what is it called? Metallic paper. This is cut at about 1 inch by 3 3/4. And then I have watercolor paper I'm going to do to make my leaves. We have crushed curry. That's going to be our second layer. And then I have Blackberry Bliss. That is our card base. And this strip is 3 3/4 by about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let me move all of this out of my way. And then I will show you. I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper and a paper towel. And I will show you guys. I have cheated and I've already made both of these just because it takes so much drying time, and with the heat tool, I didn't want to take it forever, but I am going to show you how I did it. So don't think I'm not going to show that, because I am. I just didn't want to have to wait for that cardstock to dry. So for the leaves, I think I'm actually going to start with the shimmery white first. So what I like to do, and what I was going to say about so many things could go wrong, is I have water sitting beside me, and I'm trying to move this over here so gingerly. I have this little tray with my little reinkers. You guys, you can get, hold on, I dropped my water painter. You can get these little trays at Dollar Store, Dollar Tree. Right here, look, you get 6 for $1. And I love using them. It just makes the cleanup very, very easy. So I'm going to take the water painter and I'm going to bring my water over. I just have a nice little cup of water so I can try to keep my brush clean. And then I have a little piece of paper towel that I'm going to use to dip my, clean my brush in. Now you can't put a lot of water on the shimmery because you'll start tearing the fibers. So I'm going to kind of limit how much water I put on there. But what I have learned is if I dab instead of trying to brush, I get far more of a better look than what I want. So I kind of start out doing something like that. And then I just go back in with the colors that I want, where I think I might want them, and I just keep doing this until I end up getting the look I'm going for. So the darker colors you want to be more careful on because they can really overtake the card or your background, whatever you're going for. So just kind of be a little bit leery. Like this one is the Blackberry Bliss, so I'm going to be extra careful with this one. And then once I kind of have enough of it filled in, I'm going to clean my brush really well. And then I'm just going to start in with adding some more water in there. Just a little bit. And then I have the aqua or water painter. You can squeeze it and that will release some more of that as well. And then the one thing I like when you do this, and so I don't want not much white, it can be a little bit fainter, but I just dab. I am learning that for me personally, when I try to do the brush strokes, I'm not doing a very good job. It's not ending up the way I want it to be. So then you just take your heat tool. Mine is getting tangled up. And you just start drying that. And the cool thing about this is, see that extra water? You can kind of push it and get those lines. So just kind of keep rotating it. And it's just going to run in whatever direction. So like if I want it to go back over this way or down, you can just keep turning it whatever direction you want. I kind of like this one better than the one I did earlier, so I wouldn't have to wait. So I think I might try to dry this one so I can use it, because I really like this one better. The other one turned out a little bit darker. And then you can even pat it if you want to get... Okay. I'm going to just try to pat mine dry a little bit to get that excess off. And then you can dry the other side. Yes, Jill said it looks like marble, and I agree. I think it looks like marble as well. But just wait till I show you guys how I did the leaves. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And hopefully by the time I need it, it's going to be dry. But this one is the one I just did right before I went live. It turned out a little bit darker, but I still like the way it looks. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. Now for the watercolor, so this is what I did with the watercolor, and I'll show you that right here. Again, we're going to put a lot of water. Now this is watercolor paper, so we don't have to really be careful about the amount of water that we put on here. We can pretty much drench it. And then I'm going to go in. I always like to go in with my lighter colors first. And I'm going to do just like I did with that first one. I'm just going to dot wherever I want my color to be. And I'm going to go in with the pumpkin pie and do the same thing. About went in with the wrong color. Okay, let's dry that or clean our brush. And then I'm going to go in with Old Olive next. And then I'm kind of going in between the colors now, and I want them to kind of be everywhere. I don't want it to be one solid color in one spot. I want it to look like a leaf was on the ground and changed. So that, I hope I didn't get too much, because that can be a dominating color. And you know what? I kind of already messed up. I wasn't supposed to go in with the Blackberry Bliss, but I already did, so we have to go with it now. So now I'm just going to add water and get these colors to move around for me. Yeah, the Blackberry Bliss, I'll show you on the one I did before I started. And it's okay that I did it. It didn't ruin it or anything. But the watercolor paper, it takes it a minute to dry as well. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the orange. So that's what I was wanting, you guys. I was wanting this to turn out like a leaf had laid on the ground and it was changing colors. I wanted a nice variance. And you're just going to do the same thing. I'm trying to say, hey, Kathleen. I'm trying to read comments, guys. What are the 4 colors you used, and did you add water to your... She said reminders, but I think she might mean reinkers. That's Mary. Mary, I used pumpkin pie, old olive, crushed curry, and blackberry bliss. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to dry this one, you guys, because I like my other one better, so I will use this later. But I'm just going to move this, and I'm going to bring this one in. So I've already dried this one. I did it the same exact way, except for I didn't put the blackberry bliss. And what I did was, I need to find my paper towel again. What I did, after I dried it, the original one, I went in with my water painter, and then I went back in with a little bit of the colors and kind of dotted them. I'll show you here in a second what I mean. I'm going to put a little bit more water on my paper, and I'm going to get my brush good and wet, and then I'm just going to dot. And that really made it look like there was, what do you call it? I can't think of what the term I want to use, but you can kind of see here, like those areas. That's how it kind of made those turn out. So that's what I'm doing again, is just this might have been dried too long because the other day when I did it, it hadn't dried that long. So I just kind of went in and redotted. I think I'm going to put a little bit more green. That one is a little bit more water. So let me add, maybe I added too much, but I'm just going to take that up with my paper towel. And let me clean that again. I'm just going to dot these up, that excess water. So if you dot it up, see how that is kind of, I can't think of the word I want to use, you guys. But just wet your brush, and I'm going to do some more with the pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to do just a few more with the crushed curry, and then I'm going to be done. I guess water stain, distressed, I don't know what term I'm going for, but I have to dry this. I saved the blackberry bliss till the end. Yes, I'll show you guys here in just a second. I want to make sure you guys can hear me over my heat tool, so I'll answer that question, Mary, in just a second. I have to die cut these out next, so I want to make sure my paper's... I think it's good and dry. I hope it's dry enough that it's not going to break. Everybody wants to know, did I add water to my reinkers? And yes, I did. This one was nothing but water right here. And then I make sure that my water painter, I have that cup of water so I can use that a lot. But when I put my drops in here, I put about 3 drops of reinker. And then I had this little bitty Dixie cup, and I just added a little bit of water to each one. In my suggestion, me personally, what I like to do, I like to have more water than less, because your color is going to be darker the less water that you add. And you can always go in and darken, but you can't relighten. Okay, I'm going to try to move this out of the way. And then I'll show you. We're going to die cut those out even before we do anything with the blackberry bliss. I'll show you that in just a second. I've got to hurry for time. So then you're just going to place all of your leaves on your paper. Let me see, is that, okay, this one. And make sure you're putting your dies right side up, girls. And then you can even be fancy with it if you want to and figure out where, you know, like you can visually see what color you're going to get when you place them. So I'm going to kind of leave mine. I think I'm going to turn this one kind of like that, because I really like that distressed look. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut them out before I place the other dies on top for the stitching part. If you guys can see, I'm not even sure if I'm in camera frame. So you'll just die cut those out. And look how pretty, guys. Doesn't that look just like a leaf that you would find on the ground? I love it. Okay, let me move these dies out of the way so I don't lose them. Move that paper out of the way. Then I'm just going to take these and place them back on there. And then I'm going to place the dies that are going to give me my stitched look. So these are just plain, as you can see. There's nothing on that, but I'm going to do that stitching. I really wish you could see how the gold is showing up on that with that shimmer paint. It's really frustrating to me that it's not picking up on camera. I did that one card a couple of weeks ago, and no matter what I did, I could not get it to a good enough picture where you guys could see the shine that was on it. I'm going to go ahead and take that foil paper and cut out the word friend. Now I will show you too here in just a minute. I used the pop-up, the new foam sheets to pop that up on my original. Let me show you. And I did not like how you could see that. I did not like how you could see that. So that's why I'm changing it today. And I'm only going to use the adhesive sheet. Let's take all of these off. I'm just going to leave that there. And then once we start removing that, you can see they're all stitched now. How cute is that, you guys? See that one? And that one. Okay, so then I'm going to bring back in my paper because we're still going to make a mess. Let me bring this back in. And this is where I was very specific on where that purple Blackberry Bliss, where I put that. So I wanted to be very, very careful with that. So I'm going to wet my brush again. And I'm just going to etch around just in random spots. And I'm not putting too much water, but yet enough where it's going to saturate the color. Okay. Then I'm going to, that Blackberry Bliss, I'm going to add just a little bit of clean water in that spot there. Because that Blackberry Bliss, you want to be careful with it. It is really dark. And I'm just picking up a little bitty amount. And then I just kind of started dabbing around the edges. And then in the center. Now I didn't get quite enough, so I'm going to go back in. See what I mean? You can just pick up so much and get way more than what you intended. But I'm just kind of randomly putting it in spots. And then I'm just going to take my water and go back in and kind of water that down a little bit. So you just want to be careful, you know, if you're going to try this, where you don't want it to be too dark. And then I want a little bit right here in that center. And then I'm just going to water that down. See how it looked like it had a brush stroke? You could see my brush stroke in there, but you didn't want that. I just added water. Okay. So you just mess with it until you get what you want, you guys. That's all you have to do. Okay, I'm going to leave it because that one there I kind of ended up getting too purpley. I'm going to try to add some water and really lighten that up a little bit more. Okay, I'm stopping because you know you can just get carried away with this. Okay, now I have to dry these again. And if you just leave them lay on the paper, you're going to have a harder time drying them because that paper's wet on the back. So and be careful with your heat tool. If you have tweezers or something like that, you might want to use that. But where all that paper is wet, if I just hold it there, it's going to take us forever to get them dry. I do have tweezers. If I can find mine, I just used them. I'll just use my take your pick tool. Let me do this, you guys. Let me move this out of the way so I don't have to worry about spilling that and making a mess. And I'm just going to fold this over. Get out of the way, actually. Let me grab another. I went through a lot of paper towels today. Let me put these all back on here. And I lost a leaf. Did anybody see where it went? Found it. Accidentally was going to throw it away. Okay. Now I do have to get these dry before we can move on. So if you do have tweezers, you could use that, like I was saying, or you can just use take your pick tool to hold it in place. Susan said she loves this set. I do too. Hello, honey. My husband's on here. He likes to harass me when I do my Facebook Lives. Not really, I was just kidding. Okay, I'm going to turn that so I can flip these over. And then we'll dry. I just want to make sure before I try to put dimensionals and stuff like that I have them good and dry. I love watercoloring. I don't think I'm the best at it, but I think practicing makes you better. So I've been doing a lot of it here lately. And the fun thing about watercoloring too is your project is never going to turn out twice the same twice in a row. You're always going to get something different. Okay, let's start putting this together. So I'm just going to take the crushed curry piece, and I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus just because watercolor paper and everything has been through so much today that I just want to make sure that I'm putting everything down where it's going to be secure. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that piece down, and then we'll grab the shimmery white piece that we did. And we'll put that piece down. And I'll just show you guys here in a second, but look how different the backgrounds even are. Like this one's got way more of that Blackberry Bliss in it. Then I'm going to take my foil piece, and this one I popped up on dimensionals. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to be able to position my leaves back behind there. So I'm just going to put that right in the center. Let me see where I'm at on time. Cutting it close. I got to hurry. Okay, so just put this piece right in your center. And then we're going to put this piece down next to the other little layer. And the only reason I put this down is because it will make that the friend sentiment kind of pop when we put that down. Because, you know, I didn't want to use the foil on top of the foil. And it's best if you use your, oh, I guess it's just going to pop right out. I'm not going to worry about making sure I get that eye, the little circle for the eye. That's not bothersome to me. But you do want to make sure that you get all your little places that are supposed to be poked out. And then just find where you can start peeling that off. That's why I love these adhesive sheets. And I never really was a fan of the fine tip glue pen. So this really works well. But I'll show you the difference there. So that's with the adhesive sheet, and that is with the foam adhesive sheets. Then let's flip these over. Put some dimensionals on the back. I ended up cutting the stem off of both of the leaves. Today I'm going to probably not cut this one if I can help it. But this one I did just because you can get them interfering. I'm trying to see if I have another dimensional on there. I just opened a pack. Oh, here they are. Let's pop two on here. Now, I like to lay everything down and kind of see where I'm going to put it. So I'm just going to put that one on there first. And it's silent as I'm picking the backing off the dimensionals. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of position that one there. And then this one, I'm going to see where I want to put it. And see how you can see that stem right there? Can you guys see that? It's poking through. That's what I don't like. So I'm just going to snip a little bit of it off. You don't have to snip too much, but I just don't want that interfering in the bottom. So I'm just going to snip it off. Nobody's going to see it, and nobody's going to know except for you guys. Let's put this one kind of there. And you can still leave enough of that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. I forgot to spray it with the shimmer paint. Oh, no. Let me see if I can get this peeled off without ripping them. That's what I get for rushing. Hopefully I'm not gonna rip my paper. Come on, work with me, people. Okay, so to do this, let's just grab a paper towel. And I'm hoping you guys are going to be able to see this. But I just shake it up a little bit, get the paint and the alcohol working together. And then I just spritz them. And again, you know, this should dry, you guys. But can you guys see? I don't know. Is it picking it up? Let me dry it and see if you guys can see it. I might have to add a little bit more shimmer paint to it too. See, I can see it, but I don't think you guys can see it. I mean, it's so pretty. I'm going to try to hold those up again and see if you guys are going to be able to see it. I mean, it just puts that glisten. Okay. Because of time's sake, I can't dry them as dry as I want them to be, but I'm going to hold that up again and see. You guys can't, it's not picking it up. I really, really wish it would. I was going to say maybe I needed the more of the paint in there, but I really don't think I do because I can see it. It's so, I don't know if I hold it in my hand. There's just no way for my camera, I guess, to really show you because it's kind of blurry there, but you guys, it is very pretty. Just trust me on that, okay? So let's try to put these back on here. I will redo this later, you guys, to make sure that I have a good adherence of them all, but just for time's sake, I'm going to have to move on. You guys know I go to work as soon as I get done with these. So I just want to show you my placement and how I did that, okay? Then let's go ahead and put this one. See where I wet them, my dimensionals are coming off. So this one, I'm going to just kind of put right there like that. I'm beginning to think, you guys, if I didn't mess up on my Facebook Lives, it wouldn't be a Facebook Live. And then this one, I'm just going to put right here. I really love how that green is just on that stem. And I have to tell you, I like this card better than I like this card. It's just the colors, the shimmer on this. This one's like a lighter, I think, than that one. And that's what I mean is you are never going to get the same card twice. So now I'm going to just place some dimensionals in just a few random spots. And you can place them wherever you choose, like the color is going to make them pop more. And I'm going to place a little one right there. So that kind of pops a little bit. And then let's grab another mini one and we'll just place right there. Okay, so just random. So there you guys go. This is my original, and this is the one I just made today. This one is a lot lighter. I don't know. My camera's having a hard time focusing today. I'm trying to figure out, you guys, how I can use my phone as my webcam with the software that I use to go live. So hopefully I can get that. I thought I had it figured out and was going to try it today, and it didn't quite work out. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys. I love how this card turned out. I think it's very easy. I will upload this to my YouTube channel, and I don't know if maybe that will pick it up better. I kind of doubt it because it's with my webcam, but I actually might try to do another video over the weekend for YouTube because my phone might pick it up a little bit better. You might be able to see the colors a little bit better. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I'm having a fantabulous day and I'm so happy. I just could not be happier. But I just want to thank you guys so much. Anne is thanking me for sharing. I'm thanking you guys for showing up each week. You just mean the world to me, guys. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Darcy. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I'll be back next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions, just leave it on here. I try to go back and look at the comments and everything. But remember, if you do want to join my kit club, you only have until tomorrow to get August projects. After that, you're going to get September's. So thanks, guys. I will see you next week.